everybody! You guys are too far from me. Come close, come close. Today, let's make something spicy, delicious, made with chicken. Dakgalbi in Korean, spicy chicken and vegetables. And rice cake. Wow, Maangchi, you already made so many chicken recipes. Yes, my chicken recipe is so popular. Fried chicken, 닭강정, 양념통닭, what else? Chicken dumplings recently I posted and that's super popular. And 불닭, cheese 불닭. So many chicken recipes are very popular. Dakkalbi is also very popular among Koreans. Usually we don't make it at home. You go to the restaurant and then you just order this dakgalbi. We are just cooking at the table and talking and then having some soju and pop soda. And then meanwhile, this is well cooked. Then ready to eat. I'm going to show you from very beginning to end. I will use chicken thigh, 1 pound. This is for 2 or 3 servings. This is exactly 1 pound, 1 ounce. This is all cleaned, so I'm not going to wash this. Dry this with a paper towel. So here, you see, so bones. And I'll just remove this bone. So I remove the chicken bone and cut into bite-sized pieces. So I don't want to really big chunk. So this chicken, let's marinate. So special marinade, I always use milk. This is whole milk, 2 tablespoons. To make it more tender and then remove some kind of chicken smell, soy sauce 1 tablespoon. Ground black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon. And mix. Okay, set aside. And this is rice cake. When you go to the Korean, Dakkalbi restaurant, if you want to add some rice cake, they charge like a kind of $1 more, $1 or $2. Just like a pizza topping, you can choose. But rice cake is always good, especially Dakkalbi cooked with spicy sauce. That's kind of a tteokbokki, spicy rice cake. I will just use around 4 ounces and around 1 cup, like this. Unless this is a freshly made rice cake, you gotta soak in cold water. My rice cake is now here. Next, third step is making sauce. This is garlic. Don't be surprised. 12 dozen garlic. And this is ginger, peeled ginger, around 1 teaspoon. And I'm going to crush all this. Ginger. You can use mortar and pestle, but today I feel like using my knife and just mince. Okay, well minced. So I'll just put this in my bowl. This in the bowl, I'm going to all mix it together. And we are going to add 2 tablespoons soy sauce. 1, 2, and ½ cup water. So next, I will just add spicy stuff. Korean gochugaru, hot pepper flakes, 1/3 cup. This is 1/3 cup. And to give a little sweetness, rice syrup, 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. And ground black pepper, about ½ teaspoon. and mix together. This gochugaru is going to be soaked in this liquid. Soon it's going to be thickened. What do you think? This sauce, tasty. And really garlicky, a little gingery, and soy sauce. Nice. This seasoning sauce is done. So, rice cake, chicken, and this. And then next, I will bring my all vegetables. This Korean sweet potato. Inside is white. Western style sweet potato color is kind of orange color. So you guys can use just either one. I will just use this. And also, this is cabbage and little carrot. And also onion. And important ingredient, I almost forgot. I want to go to my patio. Let's harvest the perilla leaves. Korean 깻잎. 1, 2. Every morning I come here, I say hello to them. It smells so good. Let's go. So I'm ready now, and this is for my kind of special pan. I bought this in Koreatown in Los Angeles years ago, and sometimes I use as my Dakgalbi pan, and also I have an original Dakgalbi pan too. So this is a kind of a smaller version, so it's very convenient to cook for 2 or 3 servings. And I will show you how to arrange this Dakgalbi. First, cabbage 8 ounce. So 8 ounce. Cut into bite-sized pieces. Like this. So fresh, very fresh cabbage on the bottom. And onion, like this. Around 4 ounce. Yeah, 4 ounce. And carrot. And green chili pepper. And sweet potato that I like to peel around 3/4 cup. Sweet potato. And then rice cake. So rice cake. This rice cake is very delicious when it's cooked. This amount. And then 깻잎. Just tear this. But you guys think that, oh, Maangchi, I don't have perilla leaves. What should I do? Then use basil leaves, around several basil leaves. And then chicken. And sauce. I will use all this sauce. I will use around 1/2 cup water. Not to waste any drop of this seasoning sauce. And then, like this. This is 1/2 cup water I added. Okay? And then, cover. Turn on the heat. 3 or 4 minutes, I will just let it cook over medium-high heat. And then I'm going to open this and stir this. And this is my kimchi, well-fermented kimchi. I already made the new kimchi in the refrigerator. And I will just cut it, chop it up. Why? You will see later. Just a little bit. This amount. Chop this up. And I will turn down the heat to medium. Just mix together. See, catnip is just really shrunk to this. When I posted my Dakgalbi recipe, when was it, like 7 or 8 years ago? I talk about the kind of my favorite restaurant, Dakgalbi restaurant in Toronto. After posting this recipe, and then I talk about, oh, there was my favorite restaurant in Toronto. I used to go there with my friends. And that was basement. You go downstairs and smells lots of garlic smell. Every table has just stirring and steaming and then cooking. And the restaurant was like in the basement, so even the smell was not, ventilated so easily. And basically, once you get in there, you have to smell absolutely delicious smell. Probably my readers from Toronto, they asked me, which restaurant? And then tune in. And years later, I visited Canada and Toronto, and the restaurant is gone. I left Toronto a long time ago. Maybe there are a lot of new delicious restaurants there. Wow, smells really good. I cooked this around 15 minutes. I'll just taste this. Chicken, rice cake, one more chicken. So delicious. Chicken is so tender and also not at all smelly. So tasty because we marinated with milk and sweet potato. Rice cake. So delicious. Of course spicy and a little make me sweat and I just feel awake. So let's pretend that I eat all with all family members or friends you guys are eating. So I'm going to take it out of this bowl of rice and then stir fry. And you can add some kimchi if you want. Now, well done. Let's taste. How would you like it? These days, weather is getting really cooler. You just make this at home or with the family members and eating, sharing together. It's to make this house so cozy and warmer. Today, we made spicy chicken and vegetables, Dakkalbi. Enjoy my recipe. See you next time. Bye.